Hi guys, welcome back to Learning with JD. And today, the book that I have in my hand, for which I'm going to give you a short review, is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So, guys, let me tell you about this book. This, I think, is one of the best books that talks about the law of attraction, which actually means that whatever you think, you can actually get in your life. The concept that it works upon is that you actually aspire it, you desire, and the way you work towards getting that. So it talks about, of course, money, because it says think and grow rich, but it's not only about the money part of it. It's about a lot of things in your life. If you want to become a subject matter expert, you want to become a project manager, you want to grow in your career, in even in your personal life, you want to make things better in terms of your relation. It all talks about that. So the entire context of this book is going to make your life a little much more better. It's going to help you aspire and create that entire organized way of the way you want to take things forward. So there are there are a lot of things which are covered in this book, but there are 6 methods which is clearly mentioned here as to the methods which desire for riches. So Napoleon. So before we start on this book, let me tell you that the author of this book was actually interviewing a lot of people who are already rich. He has done a research of over 15 to 20 years for writing this book. So this is not a random fictional book which has come up with some story around it, or it has a scientific way of moving towards achieving your goals. So there are 6 things that the author explains us, which we should keep in mind and which can help us grow. One is fix in your mind the exact amount of money you desire. The first thing that they say is that plenty is never enough. You should have a definite amount of money that you want. Now this is a very honest and a very old saying, right? If you tell a child to run across a garden as many times as he wants, he may run just for like 5 rounds and sit down. But if you give a target to the child saying that have 15 rounds of this garden, he will run for that 15 rounds, right? So targets are always better. So the first thing that the author tells us is that fix in your mind the exact amount of money you desire. For example, you say you want 5 crore or whatever you want, you should have that figure in your mind. The second way is to determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money you desire. Nothing comes for free, right? You have to give your time, you have to give your health, you have to give your energy, you have to give your personal life. What is it that you are ready to give? How much are you ready to stretch to get that money? It has to be very, very concrete in your mind. You should be very sure that to achieve something, you have to give something. Third, establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money you desire. You have to have a date, right? 2 years down the line, 5 years down the line, have an exact date that on say 30th of December 2022, I'm going to have a bank balance of so much. And then you have to move towards that, right? So that need to have a definite date. Then create a definite plan for carrying out your desires and begin at once, right? Whether you are ready or not, to put the plan into action. So when you think that you will be ready, that time will never come. The time is today. I'll be very honest to you. When I started my YouTube channel, I was not completely prepared. I didn't even know what I'm going to talk about, right? Apart from few of the topics that were already in my mind. But now it's just growing. Now I'm happy, right? We know that you start somewhere, right? So you need to start. You have to create a plan and then start. Write out a clear, concrete statement of the amount of money you intend to acquire. Name the time limit for its acquisition. State what you intend to give in return for the money. And describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. All these things should be written down. You have to write down all these things. If it's there in your mind, it's not there. You have to completely write down what you want, what is the clear amount that you want, what are you ready to give in return, and what do you think you will achieve, and by when will you achieve this. So write that down. And the sixth and the most important part and the last one is read your written statement aloud twice daily, once just before retiring at night, and once after rising in the morning. It's important. When you get up in the morning and when you are about to sleep at night, both the times you have to read out the statement loud. This is actually nothing but a very old law of attraction. What you want, you actually get it. When you actually intend to believe that you've already got it, that's when you actually achieve it. As you read, see and feel and believe yourself already in possession of that money. Feel that you have already got it. That doesn't mean that you start spending without getting the money, that okay, let me spend my credit card and I will anyways get my money. No, that's not what the author wants to say. The author wants to say is that remember that you have to feel the way that you've already got it. Plan what you're going to do with the money that you will get, right? So that's about just few things that have been mentioned here on this particular page number 22, 23 of this book. But this whole book is full of wisdom thoughts. It's it talks about a lot of different chapters. If you see in the index itself, there are a number of topics that there are approximately 18 topics, so there are approximately 16 topics that talks about the power of your thoughts, the desire, the faith that you need to keep on yourself, imagination, how imagination helps you achieve your goals, and what decisions you should take, how can you become a subject matter expert, the way you organize the things, the power of a mastermind, right? The planning is the most important key in your life. It's not only about money, it's about your career, it's your family, it's your everything, it's your health. You need to plan everything. And the subconscious mind, how you subconsciously think about something and then attract those thoughts for yourself, and then ultimately your life is that way. If somebody is cribbing all the time, he will realize at the end of the time that he's actually suffering. And the person who is actually poor, not blessed with all the everything in the world, will still feel very positive in life, and will still feel that even if they are poor, they are still happy with their own lives, right? So how to outfit the 6 ghosts of fear. This is also a very nice chapter. This is clearing the brain for riches. When you become rich, how negative thoughts impact you, how ego comes into your mind, and how you grow away with it. So that's about it for today's book review session. I hope you like this video. It's a recommended book from my end. I think I will review it as 4:5. Go ahead, read it. The book is very, very optimistic. You will think that can you really get rich by reading a book? Yes, if not monetarily, you will feel a lot of positive energy, and you will feel the way you can organize and you can plan things for yourself, and you can definitely get rich as well. So go ahead, pick your copy and read it, and till then we'll meet again. Bye bye.